Hello friends, welcome to Insights Icon Initiative. In today's video, we are going to discuss about following topics. These are the four following topics we are going to cover in this video. First one we starts with International Maritime Organization related to GS paper to IR. Second one will be the NHRC, National Human Rights Commission. And third one will be the grouping related to environment, that is Leadership Group for Industry Transition Initiative, that is related to environment. And the fourth one is related to Anthrobots, that means robots using the human cells. So these are the four topics we are going to discuss. Now let's see the first one regarding the IMO. Recently students, India re-elected to the IMO Council, which organized in London for the 24-25 biennium. That means for every 2 years this will be organized and India elected as a member in the IMO Council. First you have to understand what is this International Maritime Organization. International Maritime Organization is an international organization which sets regulation regarding the international shipping. Along with that, it also deals with the pollution coming from ships, and it also makes sure that laws are strict enough so that ships will not be attacked by pirates. Nothing but ILO makes sure the UN clause, United Nations Convention on Law of Seas, are applied in a proper way. So in this context, we will discuss about the IMO. IMO is a specialized agency for the UNO, which is responsible to take measures related to improving the safety and security of international shipping, as well as to prevent the pollution from ships. You know that ships also causes pollution to a certain extent. In its main role to create a regulatory framework for the shipping industry, it is and to implement the fair and effective and universally adapted and universally implemented rule, this particular organization was created. Formation. IMO was established in 1948 as a intergovernmental maritime consultant organization. Later in 1959, specialized agency of the UNO, it got elevated as specialized agency. In 1982, it renamed as International Maritime Organization, IMO. The highest decision making body of IMO is Governing Council. Structure. So this is the highest governing body, that is the assembly. Then council is the one which implements the decision taken in the assembly, and finally various 5 policy making committees which are responsible for the development, review, updating and approval of the IMO guidelines as well as the regulations. The funding. IMO funding, it came from members' contribution as well as the voluntary donation as well as the commercial activities performed by the IMO. These are the funding sources for IMO. Member countries in IMO 175 and headquarters of IMO is London. So this is the first news. The second one is NHRC, National Human Rights Commission, NHRC. Recently central government, they appointed one committee to monitor the NHRC. So what is the purpose of this? And we will also discuss about NHRC structure and functions of NHRC. Let's see. Central government. Recently they appointed 7 people, including the former Delhi Police Commissioner, as special monitors of NHRC. You should remember students, NHRC is not mentioned in the constitution. That means it is not a constitutional body. It is a statutory body. Statutory body means an organization which is established by making a law in the parliament. NHRC was established by making National Human Rights Act in 1993. If you remember, even the Panchayat Raj and municipalities also started implementing from 1993. NHRC is a statutory body established in 1993 and it is established under Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. This NHRC is a watchdog of human rights in the country. It ensures the implementation of human rights. It was established, NHRC was established in conformity with the Paris Principles. Then what NHRC does? NHRC strengthens the institutional arrangements for the human rights which could be addressed in the very focused manner. That means institutional mechanism. Then it look into allegations of excesses as well as the independency of the government and excesses of the executive in their performing in executive while they are performing activities, whether they exceeded any constitutional violations or not. All these things will be monitored by the NHRC. Composition. NHRC includes chairman plus 8 members. Out of these 8 members, 4 are full-time members and 4 are the deemed members. These 4 full-time members, one member is a retired or working judge of the Supreme Court. Generally, it will be the retired judge. The second one will be the other member will be working or retired Chief Justice of High Court, and 2 members are selected based on their experience and knowledge in the human rights. So, this is about 4 full-time members, then 4 deemed members. These are the 4 deemed members. Because of the chairmen of the other commissions, they act as the ex officio chairman of the NHRC. Okay, these are chairperson of the National Commission for Minorities and National Commission for SC, National Commission for ST and National Commission for Women. These commission chairmen, they act as deemed members of the NHRC. The chairperson, they are appointed by the president under the recommendations of the selection committee, which consists of 6 members. Now we will try to understand the selection committee. In examination point of view, sometimes they will ask who are present in the selection committee or who are leading the selection committee. The selection committee is leading by like Prime Minister as their head, Lok Sabha Speaker, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha, Leader of Opposition of both Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha, and Union Home Minister. The term NHRC chairman term is 3 years or 70 years of age, whichever is earlier, and the members and chairmen, they are eligible for reappointment. Here this is very important. Some posts are not eligible for the reappointment. For example, once a person resigns as Supreme Court judge, they cannot practice before any court. Such kind of even UPSC also. Once a person retired from UPSC chairman, they cannot be appointed in further public employment like that. So certain rules are there. While complaining this, any human rights violation, this NHRC acts as a civil courts. It will be conferred with all the powers under civil courts. It summon and enforce the attendance, and it can also grant compensation to the victims who subjected to brutality. They can take suo motu cases as well. Suo motu cases means if without any complaint, they will take and they will investigate the complaint, and if any suitable remedy is required, they will suggest that suitable remedy. Next, third one is regarding the leadership group on industry transition. Leadership group on industry transition. It was launched by India and Sweden at UN Climate Summit. It was launched in 2019. The main purpose of this is to provide platforms and technologies regarding commercialization of new technologies, how the new technologies can be commercialized, and to achieve the industrial transition towards the net zero carbon emissions. Okay, you know that students, India is targeting for net zero carbon emissions and try to achieve by 2070. Now let's see further details. Recently, India and Sweden, they launched leadership group for industry transition, and the COP28 World Action Summit hosted in Dubai. So we launched 2.0 edition. Previously this was launched in 2019, like I mentioned earlier, and now it is grown into 20 members. Industry members are there and 18 countries are there. In this 18 countries and 20 industry leading companies are present in this particular organization, that is leadership group for industry transition. So this is mainly about taking initiative regarding the iron, steel, cement, aluminium, and bringing technologies in these sectors so that they become more environment friendly. That is about this. And this LeadIT, this leadership group for industry transition, it also play very important role in accelerating towards adoption of low carbon technology and suggesting and improving the technology so that carbon emissions can be reduced. There are 3 core areas under the LeadIT 2.0. One is inclusive and just industry transition. The second one is low carbon technology development and transfer, and third one is the emerging economy technology transfer. It is a public-private collaboration. That is the reason even the 20 industries related companies also involving in this. They help in developing of sector specific and cross sectoral learning. So this is about the third one. Next, fourth one is about Anthrobots. Recently researchers, they developed miniature robots using human cells and turn them into Anthrobots. Actually, this Anthrobot helps in curing certain diseases, and it helps in providing certain health solutions as well. What about these Anthrobots? These are the constructed from human tracheal cells. Human tracheal cells. You know that, students, trachea plays present and it plays very important role in the respiration. These are biorobots that possess self-assemble capacities. That means these Anthrobots, they can assemble together and they develop into a particular tissue. Okay, that is the advantage. That means if there is a problem in any particular tissue, Anthrobots can help in solving that disease. These are the capable of both movement as well as the healing of neurons within the laboratory setting. So it is helping in filling any damages related to neurons. They can fuse together so that they will form a super boat which was able to encourage the growth of the neurons. That means when neurons are damaged or any damage happens to the neurons, they form into one platform. From there again the healing process can be started. Size. These Anthrobots are measures between the width of human hair and a tip of sharpened pencil. That is the that thickness. Anthrobots versus Xenobots. These Anthrobots differentiate from Xenobots, which created from embryonic stem cells of the frog. Xenobots are created from embryonic stem cells of frog. Applications: regenerative medicines, wound healing and disease treatment. These are the areas of applications regarding the Anthrobots. Tracheal cells. These are from the lining of the bronchi, the tracheal cells, and they are responsible for producing lubricating mucus, and the cells also generates mucus and they play important role in the respiration. So this is about the Anthrobots or Xenobots. Now we will see yesterday's questions. Consider the following statements. Teesta river is a tributary of Ganga river and flows through India and Bangladesh, right? Teesta river originates in the Himalayas near Chuntung, Sikkim. No, it comes from Bhutan. Glacial lakes are formed due to the glacier retreat and exist only for a short period of time. No, it can be for long period of time only also. So the answer is 1 only. Next, which of the following countries are considered as tiger range countries of the world? So Russia, Myanmar, China, Laos, all these are under tiger ranging countries. What is the main objective of Project Cooper, recently seen in the news? Providing high speed internet access globally. Asolabatti Wildlife Sanctuary lies in which of the following ranges? Aravali, it is very near to Delhi. Kampala, recently seen in news, is a sport and tribal dance which is related to this Karnataka area, Kampala. Next, Anthrobots, recently seen in news, is what? Malware, dwarf planets, cryptocurrency and miniature robot developed using human cell. What is that? Next, mains question. Critically examine the role of NHRC in protecting and promoting human rights in India. Okay, in the protection and promoting of human rights in India, what is the role of NHRC? This is the mains question. Now, as we reach into the end of this video, okay, so let's see quick revision. In this particular video, we revised following 4 things from the International Maritime Organization till Anthrobots, and this is the detailed analysis regarding today's current issues. Thank you.